Hey guys, how we doing today? It's good to see everybody. This is another entry into my blog as we are moving forward in the oh man, what a great day yesterday was. Went off over to Yorkdale Mall and meet a client, and wow, and then got to hang out with my brother for a little bit before he went back to BC. And some big things happening in the construction industry. We've got some the consulting life is a fun thing. I consulted for a group for a construction supply company, and it looks like a big deal coming up. So exciting official meeting coming up with the board. So I've got to go home and shave and get ready for that with the suit and tie. But it's been absolutely amazing. Another chapter of Think and Grow Rich. I did 2 chapters, so I'm been kind of getting hooked on the book a little bit. Also did another step in my course with Ty Lopez and did some extra of the vault, like watch some other videos. And if anybody wants to talk a little bit right here about mindset, how powerful the mindset can be. The mind is a powerful thing, especially how you look at things. And I was scared after losing so much, losing my money, other people's money and everything in my last business venture. It was really tough to get going again. You end up, they call it heaven on earth and then hell. I was in that hell part where it's much more difficult to get out of. And the thing was, it was just a select mindset that I was in, and it was very powerful. Once you have a negative mindset, it's just as powerful as having a positive one. And I had a negative mindset on, I don't blame anybody for what happened. People say, oh, you're saying this or saying that. No, I blame myself for putting myself in situations and making some, uncalculated moves with the company and spending money too quickly, moving forward before I strategized, before I had my plan, before I had the knowledge of what I was even doing. I was just kind of following my excitement, and that got me in trouble. But excitement is good as long as you're able to harness it and have the knowledge about your industry that you're going into. And the construction industry, grew up in it. I know a lot about it, about the restaurant industry, the fight world, getting a lot of major connections there, and things have gone really well. I can't wait to go to California in a couple weeks. But the mindset is a crazy thing. When I was down and out, it was so hard to get that power to change the mind. And a little bit at a time. I started a little blog, I guess, last year, a couple months ago. It'd be in the fall. And I started a little blog about, starting to look at things positively and everything, and how quickly it was it could be overrun by some difficult times. But I said, you know what, there's no way that the difficult times could get any worse or bad than what I went through. I felt what it was like to be at the top and felt living my dream at a short period of time, but then I hit rock bottom. I know what it's like, and I'm never going to hit that point again. I will never allow my mind to get to that. I started reading, had a talk. I was starting, I decided on some stuff, got into some MLMs and multi-level marketing and direct sales. And, just because I like the concept, I like, I wanted to get in and change my world, change my life. And, same thing, it was just kind of, how do I go about it? I jumped into something, I don't even know what I'm doing. And the same thing, I said, I don't want to follow the same footsteps that I was just retracing my steps again and just following down the same path I took earlier. So I decided I sat down one day, and there's a group of us talking, myself, Sebastian, Tyler, and Eddie, and we were sitting there after one of our meetings, and Sebastian started telling me, when you talk about mixed martial arts, or you talk about, you can tell how much you love certain things, like talk about the fighters, talk about like the athletes and the business world of martial arts and stuff, and you just light up and you're like excited and you can tell what you love. And I said, yeah, I get excited when I deal with that stuff. And it went crazy. And from that talk, he started telling me, he told me a story, an exit of a book, and a book I'm reading, plus another couple things. And he was telling me some stuff that hit my mind. It was a concept of, you know, these generals, an army going over to overseas to fight another country, and they land on the land, and people, like, they're outnumbered like 5-1, and, you know, just outnumbered, and all the, you know, the fighters are not knowing what to do, and they're kind of questioning, do we get back on the boats and go back home, you know, what are we going to do, and they're second guessing everything. So the you know, the colonel, like the top guy, goes, tells all the generals, turn around. He gets them all to burn the boats, and he burns all the boats, and they got no choice. It's either fight or die. So there is no choice. You're gonna fight, because there's no way of getting back. So it was like, you gotta burn your boat sometimes. Like, you know, don't live or die, man. Make a decision and go. That talk that Sebastian had with me to follow my dream, like, who gives a shit, honestly, about what happened in the past? Yeah, I feel bad for others. I feel bad for myself. But at the end of the day, it doesn't happen like that. It's just, that's what happens to hold people back, is to always dwell on the past, dwell on everything that happened. He says you need to follow what you love, change your mindset, be more positive outlook on things, and then all of a sudden, you know, from that, it had me thinking, and I go online, I start looking up some more books, and he lent me a book called Think and Grow Rich. I started reading it, and wow, all of a sudden I go online and I'm looking up more stuff, and I came across this Tai Lopez ad on YouTube, and I was like, oh, what the hell? And I clicked the link, started watching it, and you talk about things. He said 3 letters that changed his world was what has changed mine. It has been KSE. I call it the KSE lifestyle now. I have been exactly what he said. Well, 90% of people or more start backwards and use the E, the letter E, to begin. Instead of doing the KSE, they follow it backwards. ESK. And I was like, so what is KSE? And the 3 letters, you know, you'll know more if you link on to his site or keep following me. I'll share more and more stuff from Tai Lopez, you know, but the best is to get the mentors. I choose him as a mentor. I want everything that this man is enjoying in his life, you know, being around the right people. I've been on stage with Dana White. I've been in meetings with Lorenzo Fertitta in the UFC. I've been beside and working with some of the top fighters in the world. I've had Tito Ortiz come up, Rashad Evans, Ken Shamrock, you name them. We've had, you know, amazing list, Frankie Edgar, all these different fighters that have come up, and, you know, everybody's like, oh, why didn't you do that anymore? Why didn't you do this? And I was like, I let everything bring me down. The power of the mindset that Tai Lopez has got me on, reading more books and watching his videos, and the power of knowledge, and being coachable, being humble, I don't know everything. I thought I could do everything myself. No, I need to track down the mentors in certain industries that I want to follow, and follow them and do what they do. I've surrounded myself recently by only positive people, successful people, and he talks about the difference between your broke friends and your rich friends, and what the difference is. My broke friends complained about everything and blamed everybody else for their problems in life, and it was always somebody else's fault. They'd always give their advice on what you should do, but they're the broke ones. Where the rich ones were not ever giving advice, they were more like asking questions, asking what you know, and help you decide on which way to go, but showing you ways that work, not ways that they just think, and they have proven facts. They don't blame any. If they have a mistake or something goes wrong, it was their decision. They made the mistake. But it's the crazy mindset. The mindset of all those ones that were broke is negative. Concentrate on the negative. My rich friends, it's only positive. They only, where they're going, who they're with, what trip they're going on. It's all positive. And my positive mindset it's infectious. The people I'm around are always saying, Chad, lately you've been, even my wife says, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm just happy. Things are going great. And I swear it's a lot to do with the Tai Lopez videos, but it goes all back to this talk I had with Sebastian Jimenez, and it changed my world. It literally did. It lit a fire under my ass to get me moving again. And I'm just outside of, just going in here shortly, just in Chapters, grab another book, and continue to feed my mind. And build the power of mindset. I went to Yorkdale Mall in Toronto. This mall did over like $1.3 billion in sales and last year. And you were like, how did a mall do that many sales? I walked in there and holy, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Harry Rosen, Cartier, the Tiffany & Co., all the top brands in the world, Burnaby, you name it, they were in that mall. And I was like, I couldn't go in. I walked into the stores just to see. But the mindset, I want to get some of this stuff. I want some of these things. I've never wanted anything for myself in my life. I've always been about other people and trying to build, but that was just my self-esteem and trying to feel better about myself by helping others. I still want to help others, but at the same time, it's time to take care of myself. I've hired a personal trainer, going to be training on a daily basis, 5 days a week, transform myself as much, maybe even 7. I'm going to go as many as I can, but 5 days scheduled, and just change my, change my whole living, my lifestyle, everything. But the power of reading, I haven't read a book in years. I used to read stuff like The Outsider and all these just, fiction and maybe a little bit of history, but I haven't picked up a book in a long time. And how are you going to develop anything if you're not reading or learning? And that's the crazy thing. I'm learning not only by reading books, but listening. If I don't have time to watch a video, I've been downloading the stuff and just listening to MP3 versions on my earphones while I'm driving, or put them on in the car, and just craziness. But the power of the mindset that we're talking about is an incredible thing. I encourage anybody, and that's what I made my decision on what I'm going to do. I've tried I've been trying to, what company do I develop? What t-shirt to come up with next? What kind of product? Energy drinks and protein waters and you name it, was always about selling. But at the same time, it's all about developing the mindset of individuals and helping them follow their dreams, to realize that it can happen and it should happen. Developing the mindset of the young ones. It's so stubborn. It's stubbornness in our head when we get older, that how do you change things that you're so used to over the world? It's developing the mindset of the younger ages and following their dreams and developing that mind while it's, in those coachable years. It's much harder when you get older to break the habits and be coachable, but that's it. Wipe it out, hit the reset button, swipe everything, just forget everything. It's tough, but you got to let go of all your past. Any way that I thought was the way to go or the proper way to do things got me to where I was 3 months ago. Broke, with nothing to call my own, absolutely just pitiful. It was like the worst. You know how bad you feel? Like, it's hard to explain, but I try to, at times fight back the tears, and I'm talking to my wife, and you go out and you can't afford to buy even her something. And finally lately I've had a couple consulting things and I've made money already. I decided to start consulting because I have a large network, a large connection of people in a lot of high places, that manufacturers, distributors, wholesalers, retailers. I've got a large vast of knowledge in that industry of helping, and all I have to do is I started my consulting group. I'm putting the people together, just introducing them. I'm making money by making introductions. I'm making money by helping develop a certain person that says, oh, I don't know which way to go with my shirts, and I don't know which way to go with that. And I say, hey man, why don't you try this? And you're spending too much on that. How about I introduce you to this person? You're getting it cheaper. And everybody's like, wow, yeah, man, thank you so much. And then what do I need to, but they just take over, pay me a little bit of money here, or give me a percentage on what they're of their sales. And things have gone extremely well. And I can't wait to share some of the most exciting things coming up. Bigger deals, massive companies. I'm shocked. I was kind of like, who am I? But that was the negative mindset. The powerful mindset is, you need me. And I know I could do great things for you. And that was it. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm not good for me for what? Nothing. But the power of that mindset is just unbelievable. I can't wait to help people develop that mindset. Help people sharing the Ty Lopez video, sharing getting people to take his course. People join me on my trip, man. I can't wait to what's happening. There's so many positive things happening. I can't control myself. I'm here to get another book, read more books, develop my mind. I've never been like this. In my entire life have I ever been this focused and know what I want in life. I know what I want in life, and I'm going to help people develop, show what they want. I know what they want. Help them make it come true. Help them develop the mindset that believes that this is possible, and that all you have to do is to gain the knowledge that you need. Then you're going to strategize, plan out what you need to do, and then start to execute all that stuff. This is what you need to do to become great. I am going to leave a legacy. I know one of my mentors left a legacy, and I could only wish to be a part of that, to have something like that. Charles Lewis Jr., Mask, one of my biggest inspirations, just the way he was. I want to be that. I'm 40 years old. I still have a half a lifetime to go, quarter lifetime, whatever. I got many years left to share with the world what I can do. And what he said, one day people are going to know my dream. He says, I believed I was going to believe, and I chose to believe in it. It only takes one idea to change your history, your kid's history, and affect millions of others. Those are the kind of quotes that rang in my mind for so long, that I tried to do everything myself, and I tried to learn, and I was like, I can do the t-shirt business, and I can't. I've done the t-shirt business, and I sold a lot of t-shirts, but they weren't mine. I was doing stuff for other people. And it's now time to grow my brand. Future Freedom Group is something that's going to be big. Everybody's going to know the name. And my consulting company, I'm already working with several companies, and I'm getting paid to help them introduce to the right people. Construction supply companies, t-shirt companies, fitness equipment companies. I am blown away that these people are like, in a book, The Fighter Within. A couple of my ideas that took off, and it's so amazing. I'm going to California because of it. Going to be on set with Inside MMA. Going to be going to one of the largest book fairs in the world. Going to be going to meet a couple other big names, which we'll share when we get down there. And I do some. We're going to be documenting it all in video. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, 17 and a half minutes now, so I'm going to stop this video. But again, I want to touch on the power of the mindset. It is absolutely crucial that you get this positive mindset. Change your mindset. Get out of the negative things. Get away from your negative friends. Get away from the bullshit. Get away from the people that are saying you can't do it, or it's not worth it, or not. Go away. Get away from me. Don't want anything to do with them. Only those that believe in you, or that are going to be positive. You might have some friends that might not be always positive to you, but not very good in business and stuff. You don't have to take their advice on anything, but you still keep them as friends. But those people that keep putting you down and stuff, they're not friends. They're just people that are just there to keep you down at their level. So I want everybody I hope you take something out of this, just about the importance of a mindset. Watch for what's coming up. I'm really excited to share a lot of things. I'm making money. I've been able to buy my wife a couple things. I'm buying a car, getting some stuff, paying off some debt, paying back some people, old business partners and stuff. So many things are happening. It's just going to be crazy. So I encourage everybody to keep checking out my daily blogs. I will be releasing my website shortly, and keep it up. And all the best to you, KSE Lifestyle. Ty Lopez, thank you so much.